Hello everybody, this is Brandon with ExpeditiousFool.com with the Lightworkers card pool. Today I'm using the Soul Cards 2 deck, so no titles on those, just whatever the pictures are saying to us. And today's kind of a deep, heavy message, definitely makes sense, with the retrogrades, all of that fun stuff going on. Something that definitely does happen a lot during this time. As far as what's intuitively speaking to me. So here's the card. And what I'm taking this as is this is when we kind of get into those cycles where, it's overthinking, it's too much into the situation. So, here there's a little bit of worry I see in those eyes, right? And then very first thing we create a lot of times, this one seems more content, right? Is what's jumping out to me, that face. That's kind of like when the ego takes over. Our ego likes to take over and say, well, this is right, and this is in this way, and this is certain. So then it gives kind of a false sense of security, like they seem like they're happy, but at the same time, it's kind of a straight smile, right? So it's kind of that egoic trap a lot of times where it'll make you think a lot of times that you're right or you're on the right path or that the other person's wrong, etc. That's definitely the first thing. And then it keeps thinking, right? And this is kind of the one beyond that, and I don't know if you can see here. That one's not so happy, sad, etc. And basically, the more thoughts that we put into it, the more you get in your head about things, right? The more troubles that we can create, the more headaches. I'm reading this as like blood splatter here, the more headaches that it can cause, both for you, for others, etc. Now, actively tapping in, actively working on yourself, those are all good things, but essentially working on yourself boils down to, really just diving into your day-to-day self-work, right? Your meditation, breath work, body work, yoga, something along those lines. That's really what can relieve you from this cycle. Essentially, we all have two decisions, one decision to make. Do we want to celebrate our compulsive thinking, or do we want to celebrate our consciousness? What we create in the world, right? And a lot of people get their compulsive thinking confused with their consciousness and think that that's really what's going on when you get into the cycle, right? So that's why this is definitely out there to think about. It's definitely out there to not think about, right? And really just tap in here, right? What is this saying? Is this saying you're right or wrong? When you just take deep breaths, really get in touch with yourself, then you're able to determine the most integral action, right? That's not coming from a place of hurt. That's coming from a place of unity. That's coming from a place of bringing things together, bringing a situation together, bringing a whole together. I know a lot of people are going through relationship issues right now, twin flame journeys, etc. Been doing readings for people, seeing readings of all different horoscopes. I know a lot of people are going through it. When we overthink and when we attach too deeply into the situation, that's a lot of times when we create the issues. That's a lot of the times when we exacerbate the situation. All parties exacerbate the situation, and that's why sometimes it's best to just really tap inward, have faith that everything's going to come through for you, and stop that anxiety compulsion cycle, right? All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching today. I hope that helps. I know this is a rough time with all these retrogrades going on, outside of the rest of the world, although I haven't paid attention to that in a long time. But the retrogrades and everything, I know, definitely affecting folks. So it definitely affecting folks in relationship situations as well with this direct message that's coming through to me. So thank y'all so much for listening, so much for watching. Make sure to check out expeditiousfool.com, all my services. DM me to schedule breathwork, meditation, tarot, anything like that. We'll get you scheduled right in. And thank y'all so much. There's also a donation link down at the bottom. This is how I eat. This is how I pay my rent. So I definitely do appreciate each and every donation I've received so far. So thank y'all so much. And y'all go out there and have a great day on purpose.